This is the fourth page and the final page of the Chapter 8 review. On this one, it's focused on law of sine and law of cosine. So on this first problem, the 25 is across from the 81. And then if you're looking for A over here, that's across from the 18. So when you set up your fractions, the one that has the variable you're looking for is going to have sine of A over 18. And then for the one that has both the angle and the side, it's the sine of 81 and 25. And now you can cross multiply and work the problem out. So cross multiplying this, 25 is going to multiply with the sine of A. 18 is going to multiply with the sine of 81. You want to move this 25 over here, divide. But that gives you the sine of A is equal to this. So if we want to get rid of the sine part, we're going to do the inverse sine. And that's going to mean over here, we're going to do the inverse sine of the 18 times sine 81 over 25. Remember to be in degree. So inverse sine 18 times sine 81 divided by 25, 45.3. On number 18, 46 is across from A this way. 20 is across from 74 that way. So there's your two fractions. The one that has the variable is over here. So it's going to be sine of 46 over A. Remember, the angle is the one that gets the sine. The side does not. Over here, it'd be the sine of 20. And 74 down here at the bottom. Cross multiplying this one, you can go A times the sine of 20. You're multiplying across this way, and then it's going to be 74 times the sine of 46 when you multiply that way. Got to get rid of the sine of 20. So divide both sides. And then this is going to be your answer when you put it in the calculator. So 74 times the sine of 46 divided by the sine of 20. We get 157.7. Whoa. I just noticed I typed it in wrong. Watch out when you're putting it in your calculator. This is supposed to be 74. I had 75. Let me do this again. Hold on. Gone. So it's supposed to be 74 times the sine of 46. And then divide that by the sine of 20. There we go. 155.6. Sorry about that. All right. Over here, learning targets already telling us we're going to be using the law of cosine. But if you look on this problem, you're looking for a side angle side type of thing happening. So right here, we actually have all three sides. It says you're finding B. So if you're looking for this one right here, here's your side angle side. And it actually gave you the side that was across from that. So on this problem, it's kind of strange. I think I'm going to put it more like number 20 instead of putting this 19 one because we didn't do these in class. So this is going to be the one that's all by itself in that law of cosine. So it's going to be 14 squared equals, and then these two are the two sides that are surrounding the angle. So 7 squared plus 17 squared minus 2 times 7 times 17. And then the last part of this thing, cosine of, and we don't know the angle, so I'm going to put a b. And we're going to try to simplify as much as possible. So 14 squared is 196. 7 squared is 49. 17 squared, 289. 2 times 7 times 17. 238. We can combine these two numbers together. So 49 plus 289. That's 338. We can move this across the equal sign. So subtract 338. You get negative 142. And we still have all this. We want b by itself, so let's get rid of this. Instead of multiplying, we're going to divide. So to get rid of the cosine, we do the inverse cosine. So we're going to do the inverse cosine of this. We don't need the negatives because negative divided by negative is positive, but we're going to do the inverse cosine of 142 divided by 238. So inverse cosine, remember to be in degree, 142 divided by 238. We get 53.4. So in class, some people were asking, how, could you have a problem where you're looking for the angle? Yes, this would be an example of that. But I told you guys it's going to be 15 questions instead of 20. So this would be probably a problem that I wouldn't put. Number 20 is definitely the type of problem that I would, though, because that one is set up side angle side. You can see the angle and the two sides are all given to you, and you're looking for the side that's across from this angle. So this is just like what we did in class. That's fair. So for this one, A would be by itself. And then these two sides are going to be your B and your C. And then remember, you repeat those numbers when you multiply. 2 times 112 times 114. And then last thing, cosine of the angle. So A squared is going to stay A squared. 112 squared. 12,544. And no, I do not feel bad that the numbers are big because you can use calculators. 114 squared is 12,996. And then 2 times 112 times 114. That's 25,536. Remember, we're trying to get this as simple as possible, so we put it in the calculator. We're going to combine these two together, so 12,544 plus 12,996, 25,540. Everything else drops. cosine 64. And then here's where we can't go any further. We cannot combine this with the number over here because it's multiplied. You have to multiply before you could subtract. So we got to square root. We got to square root so we can get a by itself. So we're going to square root everything over here. Be very careful when you put this in your calculator. So square root of 25,540. Okay, minus 25,536 cosine 64, and then don't forget it's two parentheses to close it, one to close the cosine, one to close the square root, and we got 119.8.